Was geht ab, Leute? Wir treffen heute Bijan Robinson, NFL-Superstar Running Back der Atlanta Falcons. Wo? In Berlin. NFL-Berlin-Spiel steht vor der Tür. Indianapolis Colts empfangen die Atlanta Falcons. Und wie Bijan so drauf ist, werden wir sehen. Mal gucken. Bei solchen NFL-Superstars-Teams muss man immer so ein bisschen vorsichtig sein. Aber vielleicht ist er ja auch total locker und ist einer von uns. Und wir haben heute einen neuen Romantiker im Team.
All right, so we're gonna have some Berlin culture food today.
Okay.
Döner kebab.
Tuna.
Döner kebab. It's like a Turkish specialty.
Yeah.
It's a surprise. You're gonna love it. This is the Brandenburger Gate. It's called Brandenburger Tor.
Yep.
This was built in 1791. 1791. And this is like a symbol for German unity. Over there is the Quadriga. It's like a victory symbol. Fun fact. Napoleon, he took it in 1806,
okay,
but Germany got it back in 1800. So
when you said that he took it, you mean
just grab it, you know?
he went up there?
Yeah, they grabbed it. Yeah,
They grabbed it.
to France. Are you aware that Berlin was separated in East and West? Did anybody told you about this?
Yeah. I am.
Yeah. So right now, yeah, we're going to the Berlin Wall. And you're going to touch the Berlin Wall on our next spot. But what's important is, so this used to be the eastern part of Berlin. So this is, it was called DDR, German Democratic Republic.
Yeah.
It was the Soviet Union part, so the east part, and that was freedom over there.
So
The western part, with the American sector and everything.
if you were on this part,
Life wasn't that
Life was
good.
hard.
Life was hard.
Life was hard.
Yeah, you were very restricted. You couldn't really travel, you know, so you couldn't go into the western part. Now we're talking about more of the, you know, like 1800s history, but also modern history because, you know, the Berlin Wall was built in the 1960s, so way after. And in the past, cars were allowed to drive. So you imagine,
so are you saying from this wall, all
it's all west, and you could go everywhere if you lived there. So because you know the Allies, the Americans, the British, they stand for freedom. Yeah. So on the west side, you could live free and walk around and do your thing.
Okay.
So this was freedom. Now we're in the west part.
So I could literally
Walk
I'm free.
Now you're free, and
I
over
walk-
there,
I
yeah,
walk
over
this
there,
way, and I'm not free.
yeah, that
So,
situation.
so do they have like guards?
Yeah, they had a big fat wall, and guards everywhere. And if you tried to go over the wall, there was like a death zone. I show you later.
You will
when we
die.
go, they shoot you.
Immediately. No questions asked.
Really bad. Very, very bad situation for the people at that time. And you have to imagine when they built the wall, families were separated. Some families used to live in the west and some used to live in the east, and it was free. And then when the wall was built, they were separated and they didn't see each other.
So this was such a small wall right here.
Yeah,
But did it go
The
like
wall went all across Germany. Yeah.
and when did the wall did it get destroyed or
Now, that was in the 90s.
yeah.
89, 90. When the wall came down, that was when the Soviet Union broke down. You know,
So in the 70s, this was
In the
in the 80s. This was still
yes, 100%. Yes. And then the wall came down about over 30 years ago, and then you know the guards just left, and people climbed over the wall and had this big party, and
wow.
that was the moment Germany was united again.
again.
Yeah. You lived in Austin, right?
Yeah, I did.
There's a lot of similarities between Berlin and Austin. Did you know that? Food culture, young artists, you know,
Okay.
that it's a lot of
So would you
similarities.
say it's still growing? Like still growing?
We have over 4 million people in the city, you know? Yeah. It's a, you know, metropolitan city. Like, this is,
They do need like really good bird.
yeah. Oh my God.
See that?
100%. So you have so many, you know, Arabs,
Yeah.
Persian, Turkish, African, everything.
Yeah.
Like this
Yeah.
is a really, really, really diverse city. Do you remember the famous moment when Michael Jackson took his baby and put it out of the window?
Yeah.
That one over there. That hotel. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. One of the other windows. There's people everywhere. Yeah.
It's a baby, yeah. Like, that's cool.
Yeah.
I know Michael Jackson came here. People were probably like crazy. Wait, but hold up though. Michael Jackson come here after the
After the
time?
war. Yeah, afterwards. So
So-
Michael Jackson was here in the 90s. Yeah.
So if he came before that, he would be on that side.
Yes, 100%. Yeah.
Oh.
So I don't think that the Soviets or Russians would welcome, an American artist at that time.
Even Michael Jackson.
I mean, it was Cold War, like they didn't talk to each other. It was all about who goes first to space, who is.
So was the Soviets and everybody here? Were
Yes.
they like oblivious? Like, did they not know what was going on in the world?
So so it was very restricted. So the people that lived here, they couldn't really consume Western media. I mean, there was no internet, no nothing.
Yeah,
It's such a different time. Yeah. Wow. So the DDR, the German Democratic Republic, was a Soviet country in of itself.
Okay.
And
And
West
also-
Berlin part was part of the regular Germany, the BRD.
Yeah. And who was that? Joseph Stalin?
Stalin was in the past
The US
with the Soviet. Yeah, Stalin was before that,
Okay.
but there were politicians like Gorbachev and those guys.
Yeah.
How did you end up playing football? Like, does it run in your family or?
Yeah. I was I started when I was 5 years old, and like I had a football when I was when I was 1 year old for a haircut. Like it was a gift. My God, I was like, this is gonna be your sport. And here I
And you
am.
started playing at 5 years old. That's crazy,
Yeah.
and always destined for greatness. You just
Man,
said it about your mom.
But what it's cool like to see like the generations and how like young you can be to be like great, and for your ball like he's just one of them ones. I mean, same. I was trying to be on that path too.
Was it always your dream to play in the NFL, like from a young age?
It was, man. Like that was always a dream, and I was always gonna just like do what I had to do to keep it there. And
How did you do that? Like what?
just a lot of discipline, a lot of like making sure I knew the right paths to take. Like, don't get distracted from like, because the distractions are endless,
Everywhere.
endless. So,
This can be a distraction. I try not to
Yeah.
make it a distraction for you.
Oh yeah, no, but
this
I mean,
can be a distraction.
Of course, but you know like when not to be distracted, when to be focused, when to be locked in.
Who told you that?
My grandfather, like he's the one that raised me to be that way, and he's always saying, make sure the things that you want to do in life, you do it with respect, you do it with hard work, and just know right from wrong. Like, and people always say right from wrong, but like they don't understand the meaning. Like it's really just you just trying to like understand like what can take me to the next level in my life, in football, in life, and that's how I was raised, man.
What did you do?
My grandpa?
Yeah.
He was a Pac-10, Pac-12 college football official. So he's always been around the game. He's always been around just a lot of business people. And he was raised to be like the nicest guy. Like he's the nicest guy. He respects everybody, and that's what he taught me to do. And I obviously football can take you a long way. All the other things I do like can take me a long way, but like I feel like the character is what like got me to this point today.
So I always tell, I have an 8-year-old son, so I always
Yeah.
tell my son that discipline is the most important thing in the world.
It is. It's the
Because
hardest thing too.
It trickles down to everything that we do.
It does.
Faith, take care of your body, being grateful.
Of course.
It's all about discipline. So
Yeah.
what does discipline really mean for you?
I think just taking things one step at a time, like one day at a time. I think people try to look ahead too much in life, and they always want the big thing, the big goal, so they'll do whatever they can to try to get it. But they might not work hard enough, or they might work hard in different areas, but they never like try to do the whole thing. So I mean, the distraction and discipline is the same thing. There's so many people in this world that can take you the wrong way. There's so many influences that can take you the wrong way, and trying to get taught, which is hard sometimes, because this world is it can be such a bad place and such a bad thing for you to listen to. So my faith is what helped me with my discipline, and like the Bible and what's being said in the Bible and how I follow that is how I really got the full understanding of what discipline means.
So where your name Bijan? I have a very good friend. He's Persian, and he asked me like this. What? Do you have any kind of Persian background, or where?
None at all. My mom, she loved the name, and she loved the meaning of the name, and it was all.
What does it mean?
It means hero. Yeah, hero. And so like she just loved that, and that's the name that she gave me. And she saw it. I think she saw it the Bijan clothing store.
Yeah.
Like the really big store.
Yeah.
The Bijan store. So she saw it there and was like, this is a dope name for my son, and she named me Bijan.
That's amazing. You're gonna have a lot of Bijans in Berlin.
Man,
seeing this content, be like,
yes,
his name is
Irani. And
Irani.
I've never met another Bijan before, so.
In Berlin, if you stay long in Berlin, you're gonna meet some Bijans.
That'd be dope.
So how do you stay grounded? Because the moment, when you meet somebody, you immediately feel like there's like, obviously with the NFL being big in Germany, we meet a lot of people.
Yeah,
so
of course,
you meet players, you meet,
Yeah.
and sometimes for some people it's like a burden to do these kind of things, to do promo, and sometimes some of them are a little bit distant. But the moment I saw you, I was like, man, I'm gonna make a new friend. I'm gonna show him the city. So how do you stay grounded, even though you were your top 10 pick, everybody loves you, big time college in Texas, how do you stay grounded? Is it faith?
That's it. It's my faith, and I think being humble, like humility is a big word, but I think being humble through all the opportunities you get is like a really big thing. And for me, I love to have fun doing stuff like this, and I love to like make the most out of the opportunity, because like even meeting you and meeting a really cool person, like you don't meet a lot of cool people, especially in different countries. So just maximizing the opportunity and maximizing what you've been blessed with is the biggest thing for me. And I never take it for granted. I never take it, I never think of it as like, oh, I have to do this, or like they're making me do this. Like this is something that like I love to do and I want to do, and just make so much fun of it. And it's so much like it's a real blessing to get to do stuff like this, man.
What did you major in?
So I was in BFA, so Bachelor's in Performing Arts, so like acting, like media, and that was the thing that I majored in.
So you gonna get into acting?
That's the plan, man. Like I want to, I have some friends that like, do acting. My best friend, he's an actor, so I think using my personality for the screen will definitely be cool.
Be a producer in the background. I mean, you can. There's probably endless opportunity. It's also a temptation and a distraction. But if there's one thing you could do business-wise besides football, what would it be?
I would say being a DJ.
No way.
Yeah, I started getting into DJing a little bit, and like trying to like learn it. And
you're gonna be the Shaq of football.
Hey, I'll do it. Like I have a little DJ series on Instagram, like with the NFL, and like we like kind of went around to some of the biggest DJs, and they taught me how to do a couple things, and then I did like a show in the city in Atlanta with a cool DJ. So that's something that I want to do.
What type of music?
I would say like electronic, alternative, like indie here and there, probably some EDM too.
Yeah, you're in the right city. Berlin is the techno capital.
I heard
Berlin is the techno capital of the world.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Love Parade?
I have like loft music. Like,
so I'm gonna show you a picture.
So you in the front?
No, I was a kid.
You was ready to go?
Yeah, like a million
people?
Yeah, a million people at this party.
A million?
So since I grew up in Berlin, I saw this live. So I went there with friends, we were little kids.
Who's the biggest? Was it just DJs, or like who's
just
the biggest?
DJs?
Yeah.
Just DJs. Paul van Dyk and all those famous techno DJs.
And everybody's having a good time.
So what they did is they had several trucks, and they had DJs on top of it. And those trucks were going all around of Berlin. Those trucks. And all around of those trucks were blasting tracks. And it was a million people.
A million people?
Yeah.
People don't realize how much a million people is.
Yeah.
All right.
Right in front of the Berlin Wall.
Yeah.
Touch it. That's real Berlin Wall. And the reason this is called the East Side Gallery, because artists get selected, they can apply and they can get selected to have like a piece of the wall and put their art on it.
Wow. Wow.
So we are right now still in the former east side of Berlin.
Okay.
Over there is the west. So we walk across the wall. This is the longest remaining wall in Germany. Yeah, remaining like piece of Berlin Wall. You know, this is like this spot if you want to experience the Berlin Wall.
So is the whole wall already like already taken up?
It's already
Artists?
taken up.
There's no new artists that can come on this wall.
Yes, you can apply for. You can still apply for spots here. So they change some, but some are so important and cool that they stay with their art.
Yeah.
So this was done in 2009, for example.
That's cool. Oh, that shows you like the artists.
Yeah. With a QR code and stuff like that.
Wow. Oh yeah, this is
And imagine, everybody, you know, has a lot of respect for this type of art. Nobody puts graffitis on it, and you have no security here.
So they just respect it.
They just
So
respect. Yeah, people respect it. Yeah.
In America, it got ruined.
Yeah.
It got ruined.
In Berlin, I mean, most parts of Berlin have, you know, a lot of graffiti culture as well.
Yeah.
But people don't do it over here. They just respect it.
I see. That's awesome.
So besides Tokyo, where have you ever been?
Just Japan, Dubai, London, and now here. That's it. That's the only.
Did you
places.
get a chance to experience London a little bit, or was it just business?
It was for the game, and we went to like the Queen, like where the Queen's at.
Buckingham Palace.
Buckingham Palace, yeah, which was cool. Like and like met like fans there, like they were all like there, which was super dope. But that was about it. Like we were so locked in. We were only there for like 3 days.
Was this your first international game?
That was. And then like being here, it was really cool.
So as a player, does it feel any different to play overseas? Like, do you prepare differently? Do you sleep differently? So what?
Yeah. So you don't prepare differently, like in terms of the game, but you just like got to prepare for the time change. Like you do got to sleep a little different. You got to sleep. I mean, I'm guessing we're probably gonna leave at night, so you'll want to sleep throughout the night on the plane, and then you'll probably wake up. You'll wake up throughout.
Hier gilt die STVO.
Then you'll wake up when you get there, stay up through the day, and then we'll probably practice when we land, so we can get our bodies adjusted immediately. And then after that, like, you should start to feel good to play, like, in whatever condition you play in. But that's the only thing you got to prepare for is just the time change.
What was your first thought when you heard that you're gonna play an international game?
Oh, I was excited. Yeah, I was excited. I was like, oh, that's super dope because I get to go internationally. I get to go like across, obviously, out of the United States. So I got to see a new culture, a new city, state, everything. Like I was super excited for it. So now that I get to do it 2 times in 3 years, like I'm ready to go.
That's amazing. Yeah, a lot of international fans, a lot of Falcons fans gonna be in Berlin. It's gonna be crazy. German football fans are super passionate. You're gonna meet some fans today as well, right? You have like a meet and greet.
I am. Yep. That's gonna be super fun. Like meeting them, but I'm already knowing even like for soccer, like they go crazy here.
Yeah, so. The Falcons have a great fan club.
Yeah.
Grüße gehen raus an den Atlanta Falcons fan club.
Yes, sir. Even though like I was asking some of everybody else, like, you were here in 2014, yeah? Mm-hmm. And when y'all won the World Cup, like, were the streets packed?
Yeah, great. You can't imagine, man. That was the biggest thing ever. The biggest thing I've ever seen.
Was that year?
Yeah. Crazy.
Oh, man.
Crazy.
That's insane.
If you look at this type of athletes, you know, Cristiano Ronaldo, Tom Brady,
yeah.
Do you have anything that you kind of like investigate yourself, how they do it, how they eat, how they recover, you know, to you know, to have your window of opportunity to play longer, you know, because running back's a hard position, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I think, like, I talked to a lot of like some influential people that taught me how to like recover the right way and to create longevity.
Yeah.
Because that's obviously the thing that you want is to play in the NFL for a long time. But it's really just how you take care of, like, you can take care of your body, but it's how you take care of your body. It's what you put into your body.
Yeah.
And
it's like not the food that we're gonna eat right now. It's
no, I mean,
gonna
for me, like,
be a longevity food. But
yeah, no, for me, I try to eat like non-fast food as much as I can. Like, obviously, if we're like,
if you travel, you gotta you gotta live a little, just a little.
I'm gonna live.
Yeah,
I'm gonna live. I'm gonna eat everything here. Try it all. Yeah, man. But that's what they taught me, and that's what I've been doing. I've been getting way better at it throughout my career, and I'm gonna even more.
That's something you can't, you know, like you learn and you learn, and also every body type has a different response to food, and
it's different.
What works for you? Have like a specific diet or something?
I don't really do a diet. I just try to eat full meals, like, and like cooked meals.
No processed. Try to stay away from processed food.
Because when I do that, like, I'll feel alright, and then even like eating at the facility is always good because it's all being cooked, and you see, like, it's in the kitchen. So like that's try to where I stay, and just keep it there. Like, I try to like keep some health, like keep it healthy as well. When it comes to like vegetables and stuff.
Yeah. No sodas. Or you
not a soda guy.
Me neither.
Yeah, not a soda guy.
What's your vice food? Like your go-to cheat meal?
Go-to cheat meal. Pancakes.
Pancakes?
Yeah, I'm a huge pancake guy.
With a lot of waffles, whipped cream, syrup, and everything.
Whipped cream, syrup, strawberries. Like, I'll do it all.
Ja, selber? He's a big football fan.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Try. Hello, chef. Hello, chef. What do you eat? Go. Perfect.
Try to hold it with this.
Bobby?
Gerne, bis.
Keine Zwiebeln, Bruder, ich habe heute noch Date, ich muss küssen, du weißt.
Alright, man. Döner kebab. Handmade by yourself. Dig in.
Okay.
Leute, das ist Bijans eigener Senf. Muss ich mal kurz auf Deutsch reden hier. I'm a big mustard guy. I love mustard. So I gotta try your mustard. You gotta give me a little bit of the meat.
I will. Are
Just,
you gonna grab it?
Yeah, you do. You do. Don't worry. We're friends.
There it is. I think you will like it.
All right.
That's the reaction I like to see. Yes, sir.
That's really good.
Thank you.
So, where can you get it? Just in Atlanta?
So,
or?
no. Right now.
Oh, look at him. A Döner with mustard. Nobody has ever done this probably, but Bijan Robinson.
Something new.
You ship to Germany?
Yeah.
Ship internationally?
It should, yeah.
Leute, wir packen hier die Website in den Link und in den Shownotes. Ihr könnt euch den Senf von Bijan.
All right, man, this is the stadium.
Yeah.
Built in 1936 for the Summer Olympics. This is where I'm gonna deliver.
deliver, play, be at.
So one of the most historic stadiums in the world. Maybe the most historic.
What do you think would be more historic than this one?
I don't think one. I can't think of one. Like from history, I mean, man,
Has it been rebuilt?
it's been like kept up, and the roof was done about 20 years ago.
But everything else the same.
Everything else just the same.
Like seats, everything.
Yes, of course they modernized the seats and everything. Yeah.
Enter.
Oh yeah. This is crazy.
That's Olympic Stadium, man.
Yeah, this is insane. It's awesome. Like the history here it's been amazing. Man, I can't wait to play here in November.
All right, man. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
See you in November.
Yes, sir. We'll see y'all.